first and foremost a person of deep faith. And so for me, it's a real privilege to be at a Catholic university. I'm also a mom of 8. So every day I get up thinking, how do we equip them to be powerful leaders for the future? That's been a privilege to have 2 children of color in my family. I have had to open myself up in a very different way to listening and hearing and seeing things from a very different perspective, and to understanding the struggle that many people face, or the assumptions that people have about students of color, or students from rural backgrounds, or students who might be of the LGBTQ+ community. Things that we may not be ourselves, but it's reminded me of the importance of listening, of hearing their stories, of trying to understand the lens from which they see the world, and appreciating that in the educational experiences we create. I was just so impressed by the university's engagement in the community, and they saw the community as a partner, that they were working collaboratively to really strengthen the common good. Whether that be a social work program or students on an athletic team who were helping out neighbors, there was an ethos of giving back. And that's, for me, also a really important aspect of education. Where are we going? What will Ambrose look like in the next decade? I get asked this question a lot, and I'm hesitant to say, here's where we're going, in part because that's not my vision of leadership. Leadership is about co-developing a future together. And so I want to do that with the voices of students and with the voices of alumni and faculty and staff and community and business leaders, diocesan leaders, in really putting a trajectory forward that we know will be strong and bold and innovative. Being Ambrosian to me, and I'm just sort of digging into this, but it really means, how do we live lives of purpose and inclusiveness, and appreciate that in this beauty and heritage that St. Ambrose created for us with his writings, he's leaning into us to say, serve boldly. He's leaning into us to say, respect the human dignity of every person. He's leaning into us to say, honor people where they're at. That's the beauty of much of his writings, and for me, celebrating that in the mission of this institution is exciting.